We got another media event.
Okay, this next question may fit in with financial fiscal responsibility. Are there agencies and/or offices of the federal government whose existence you believe to be unconstitutional, and what would you do about it?
Well, I think there are a number of problems with constitutionality with what happens at the federal level. You just look at the health care bill and what happened with that, forcing the private sector, if private citizens to buy a product they may or may not want. Well, what could be next? Would we be forced to buy a General Motors car because the government owns the car company? Is that next? I mean, you start thinking about, as you start going down this road, I don't believe that's constitutional. And so, I mean, you start thinking about those pieces of the puzzle that could be pared back or removed. But that's one big one. You're talking about a $500 billion tax increase. $500 billion. That's a $150 million hit to the Boeing company alone. You can replicate that across the state with all the various businesses, and you're talking about tens of thousands of jobs in the state of Washington that will be killed or not created just because of that one, what I think could be unconstitutional act.
Okay, thank you. Next question, switching subjects here. Are there agencies and/or offices of the federal government which you believe to be whose existence you believe to be unconstitutional, and what would you do about it?
Defund them. Yes, there are. There's lots of them. We've got the Department of Energy that was supposed to make us oil independent, and we're more dependent than ever. So there's a lot of high-level jobs there that need to go. Department of Education, public broadcast. I mean, I can go down the list. But, it's something that isn't going to happen overnight, and it is something that we're going to have 2/3 of the vote in the House and the Senate to accomplish. That's why 2012 is so important. We got to stay diligent. We got to motivate our troops even more. And that's what Sarah told me today. She goes, we all got to become together, one force, one direction, and take this ball to the other end of this field and score a touchdown. That's what we're going to do.